374. There's a call comes ringing on the restless waves and the lights and the lights. There are souls to rescue, there are souls to save, and the lights and the lights and the light. The blessed gospel light that is shine from shore to shore. Send the light, the blessed gospel light that is shine. Missionaries that come in and hurry. I never saw these people move so quickly. It's amazing how they got here. We're of course experiencing continual computer problems, and that's mostly my fault. Brother, on the way here, brother, tell me his name, Bruce White called and said that they are at the rest stop right before Parsburg because one of the kids got sick, so they're getting sick all over the rest stop, and they'll be here. They'll be pulling in a little late. Must be missions conference. Yeah. Well, we're glad you're here. Praise the Lord. We're looking for a good night. Brother Bill, open us a prayer, sir.
Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you to come here and gather in your name, Lord. We thank you for your Son, Jesus Christ, Lord. We just ask you to be among us tonight, Lord, and be with us as we open up your word and divide the word, Lord. And just be with us and praise your name, Lord. Thank you for the missionaries we have here, Lord, and let us all just be a family tonight. In Jesus' name I pray.
Amen. 377, 377. You thought you could sit down. 377. Then come verses of rescue the perishing. Can't forget Brother Leonard up here. Introduce the missionaries and have a great time. Here we go. Rescue the perishing, care for the dying, snatch them in pity from sin and the grave. We for the erring ones, lift up the fallen, tell them of Jesus Almighty to save. Rescue the perishing, care for the dying. Jesus is merciful. Jesus will save. I know it's been a long week and y'all are tired and you're all worried about Brother Bruce's kid puking all over, regurgitating all over the place. But you can sing the song and smile. It's okay. The Leonards are here. You can smile. Okay, never mind. Rescue the perishing. Standing, everybody else can sit down. Don't sit down, we're all missionaries. You are listening to my preaching. I'll let everybody sit down. Hey, Brother Bruce, hey, Brother Bruce here. All right, we do want to introduce some missionaries. Right here in the front row, we have a missionary. And could you stand and introduce yourself, please?
I'm Miss Kim. I'm missionary in Hohenfels Baptist Church.
Where?
Children.
Where? And how about here? We got right here.
You know me, Keith Klaus, working with the Germans at the World Front.
No brother, and the family right over here. We have guys. What? Yes, Leonard. No, you.
Chuck Leonard, missionary to Ukraine. My wife Jennifer, daughter Susanna, Emily, Gabriel, Michael.
Since you introduced this family. Would you like to try again?
Yes, okay. Keith Klaus, working with Julie Klaus, missionary to Oberfraundorf, and my children Levi, Bethany, and Caleb, and my sister-in-law Lisa.
And then we have missionaries right here. We got two right here, right here.
King Alice Burge. I gotta watch over all these animals.
Animals. Then we're right back here, right? The two good-looking people.
log right in. That's my wife Kelly, and I'm related to that guy, that wonderful guy right up there. That fella. And, my son is Jackson. He's down there.
And right next to Bob?
My name is Mircea Bricot and I'm from Romania. My wife is not here, I'm sorry, she's sick at home. Please.
Tell us your name again.
Mircea Bricot.
Now you'll have to say it 30 times before you get it. And right behind all that and hiding in the back is Bruce.
Bruce White, and my whole family's downstairs in the nursery.
Oh, cleaned up.
Joanna White is my wife, and then I have 3 girls, Michelle Grace, Lily Joy, and Chloe Faith.
All right, we're glad. And any other missionaries that I missed? Yes.
My wife is Mia, I didn't mention her. I don't know the name of her baby yet.
They're expecting, that's exciting. All right, anybody else? Anybody? Anything else? Anything? Well, let's get to the letters. Just roll in real quick. It's always good that when they come by, and he's going to talk to us, and then we're going to see whatever that's about, and we'll move on from there. Brother Leonard.
All right, it's great to be with you this evening. I'll read one verse of Acts chapter number 14 for you. Give word of testimony. The church here has helped the Leonard family for 7 years, I believe.
That long?
Yeah.
I make a motion.
And so we appreciate you carrying the torch further. We probably don't know very many that are here and the members of the church, but this church has been a real blessing to Leonard family. And it's our privilege to be here tonight. Acts chapter number 14, verse number 27, it said, "And when they were come and had gathered the church together, they rehearsed all that God had done with them, and how he had opened the door of faith unto the Gentiles." We just like to give a report to you. Our presentation is about 8 minutes long, and it's just set the music, and I'll say a few things as it goes on. It tries to span about 17 years in the country of Ukraine. I went over there in 1993. Jennifer was still in Bible school, and we were writing back and forth. I began a Bible Institute with 12 young men from 5 different villages who work in the southern portion of Ukraine. We speak the Romanian language. It's ethnic Romanian people, ethnic Romanian families that were locked in the Iron Curtain after World War II. That proportion of Romania after World War II was given to the Soviet Union. And the region of Chernivtsi in Romanian, Chernivtsi in Ukrainian, Chernivtsi in Russian, Chernivtsi in German. This area became the property of the Soviet Union in 1946. And all these Romanian families were locked in the Iron Curtain. Immediately they spoke their mother tongue in their home was Romanian. When they went to grade school, they had to speak Russian. To further their education, now they have to speak Ukrainian. So most of our people, we have 4 small village churches. And most of our people speak all 3 languages. Most of our people know about 60% of each language. So it's been a real difficult task to try and teach the things of God. We use the Romanian Bible. We translate every service into Russian. We have Romanian, Russian, and Ukrainian songbooks. We sing in all 3 languages. It's quite a challenge. It's a blessing. I love where God's called me to work, and I love our people. And you can imagine if you ever try to learn another language, and you got 3 of them to deal with, I mean, you're in trouble, you know? And so I figured we're there till the rapture for sure, you know, just trying to figure out how to talk to people. And to rehearse all that God has done for us in 12 minutes there in Ukraine. We went over there. I believe God will never leave you nor forsake you. And when God called us over there, the wall had just opened up. There were traditional Baptist churches there that didn't believe doctrinally some things correctly. And God led us to just have a Bible school with young men that were hungry for God. And that went great. We saw people saved. We saw them grow. But as they went back to their traditional churches and their pastors weren't in agreement with what they had learned, especially not losing salvation, it began to disrupt the churches. And so God, I think God gave the opportunity for those older men who stood under communism and who had God's favor to have the opportunity to hear the truth. And as they began to reject the truth, then God began to lead us into the church planting ministry and trying to learn the Romanian language and preach to our people. So we have 3 churches that we've planted and a 4th one that has kind of left that union. Brother Vasily, he's a blessing. We help him. And you'll see these works here. You'll see Bible students. You'll see each church. We'll try to give a slow commentary on the way through it. You might understand some baptismal services there. We've been in Germany for 2 weeks, just visiting around, doing some things, picking up a few supplies that we can't get there, and we'll head back next week to Ukraine. And again, Hohenfels, still Hohenfels Baptist Church, ever changed the name. Has been a part of the ministry for a long time. And we appreciate it. Appreciate you carrying the torch. Appreciate you being here this week to hear Dr. Birds preach about missions and God stir your heart for missions. And time is short, and the Lord's coming back. And what we do now for missions is going to count. That's what's going to have up there in heaven. Take a soul of this. Thank you for your help. Thank you for being here tonight. You can start it. You can maybe just make it full screen. Had a cowboy theme, and this was the town of turnaround. taught repentance.